year, we thought of starting something new. We're going to start a video series as a way to spark conversation on some of the topics that we feel passionate about.
Yeah, so certain topics like marriage, family life, parenting, service, community development, and even travel. So these are some things that we're going to discuss through this video series.
And to start off, we thought of just introducing this topic on parenting and digital devices.
So actually the golden question is how much TV or media is too much, right? So to give you some context, we have actually a 7-year-old son and also a 4-year-old girl, daughter, and they both love to watch.
Okay, so it's been an ongoing conversation that both of us have to determine how much television or how much digital content our little ones should consume in a day or a week. So in our family, we have broad guidelines. For example, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the weekends are days that they are allowed to watch a little bit of TV or something on the iPad. And those broad guidelines are followed throughout the week, so they know that Mondays and Wednesdays they wouldn't even ask that question, can I watch? We would have a conversation and a discussion on so what do you want to watch, what kind of content, how long will you be watching, and then we would determine also what they would do after that session of consuming digital media. Why we're doing this is actually to set boundaries. The second thing is to actually get our children, no matter how young they are, to participate in the rule-making process, because when they are part of making the rules, then they feel that they're not forced into following mommy and daddy's rules just for the sake of it.
It is also to tell them why. Why are we setting these boundaries? Why is it important that you only watch this amount, and why on weekends maybe you can watch a little bit more? So when they understand the why, then it is easier. We've seen it. It's easier for them to obey and also to honor some of these rules. Obviously, there are days when it's just haywire, but I think it's all about going back to what has been agreed.
Oftentimes we find our children, after finishing 1 or 2 shows that they have agreed on, they would gladly take the remote and switch it off and then move on to another activity. So it has been successful in our family. If you have not tried it, maybe you can, and then you can tell us as well whether has it worked with you. So I think the big idea is to remember to use technology not as a pacifier, which means you just give them an iPad or a phone or switch on the TV just to keep them quiet, and so that we can go on with our work, but to use technology as a tool for engagement and not just as not as a pacifier at all.
What we do with them after the program is we have a discussion, or we talked about what they've seen, what they've learned, what good morals they've picked up, and so that becomes a good discussion and a good springboard after the time on TV.
Oftentimes, if they do not know what's happening after that duration of watching, they dip into this phase of boredom instantaneously, and we have seen with our children that sometimes tantrums may come. They need to know what's happening after that watching time, and often they transition quite well into that.
Yep. So share with us your tips, your feedback of some of our pointers, and some of the things that you do at home with regards to devices and digital content. Share with us. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah. Thank you.
See you.